من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Islam is enlightenment and knowledge of the soul, knowledge of the realities. The opposite of Islam is ignorance. Islam being submission. Whatever the world religion doesn't matter. If you're submitting your will to the will of God, seeking out the knowledges of God, seeking out the knowledges of the soul, then you're leaving ignorance. Prophet was teaching that my companions are like stars on a dark night. The reality of guidance is a najm, is a star. So this reality of the star is what Allah gave to us, so that in this insan there are two triangles. There's a triangle pointing up that takes from the forehead to the right chest and to the left chest. This is your upward. There's also a triangle with 3 points down. So 6, 6, 6, it's a 60-degree, it's a triangle with 60-degree angles, 3 of them. 6, 6, 6 down, 6, 6, 6 up. If in perfection it's 36. Which is Yasin. وَلَكَ الْكَرَامَ. The downward triangle is their body, the upward triangle is their soul. If the body and the soul are not locked in the harmony and in the guidance that Allah had intended, the devil comes to fool people. Don't worry about the soul, live in a 666 environment. Don't think about the soul, live only for your body. Then that person is what? They're living a life of ignorance. So then their lataif of the ignorance is opening very powerful, very powerful. It becomes so powerful it takes away any idea of even submitting. Opposite of Islam is ignorance. For Iman, your left point of your chest where your heart and the house of your heart, the house of Allah that should be Iman, and inside the house of Allah should be only the love of Prophet. Because Allah don't want to see me and you in the heart and what I want and my desires. Allah wants to see the love of Prophet in the heart. If that maqam al-iman is not there, what happens with ignorance? Ignorance builds anger. So anger is kufr. Anger is the opposite of faith. If I'm overwhelmed with anger, I actually have no iman. Because every time the anger comes, it flushes out the light of faith. That's why Prophet described, I cannot sit with anger. As soon as anger comes to the servant, they enter into disbelief. That right there is then a tremendous reality. My life is about, is my anger overtaking or is my faith coming? So this is a great yin and yang moment in our lives, that I'm trying to build faith. I have beautiful actions, I have good intentions, I'm trying to bring this light and this light and this light. But in a moment of rage, the anger actually then overtakes the faith and burns everything. And that's why it's such an essential part. And that's why then Prophet gave many different realities on how to take out the anger. One is the wudu, one is the washing, one is an outside action, outside marking of yourself for an internal sickness. If you are serious about fighting a difficulty, then take something as a reminder. Wrap a bow around your hand, a yellow bow, any color bow, put something on your hand and say, Ya Rabbi, a rubber band, anything that I'm going to work on my ghadab and my anger. You have to have an external reminder because shaitan makes you to forget every moment about what you're working on. Say, Ya Rabbi, I want all my good actions and my iman to blossom. But this fire of anger comes and burns this beautiful garden in just but a moment. As soon as they put an outside reminder, then for 40 days they're going to work on not having anger. As soon as they feel anger coming, they see the reminder. They see, oh my God, I'm working on this, I'm going to go wash. As soon as they put water onto fire, then the قُلْ يَا النَّهْرُ كُونِي بَارْدًا وَسَلَامًا. Say, oh, to the fire to be cool and peaceful. As soon as they wash, they're training themselves. If they can't control their mouth, put a lollipop. Modern day version of a rock, because we don't want the liability of somebody saying they choked on a rock. Put a nice big Tootsie Pop with a stick on it and keep it in your mouth. Literally, keep them all the time. If you have a mouth that you can't control, undo the wrapper and you don't talk. For 40 days say, Ya Rabbi, I'm going to try my best to bring down my anger, I'm not going to respond, I'm not going to get angry.